Archangel Michael is crying, tears of joy, because at this very breath you have found this message. Feel those tears not as sorrow but as a warm, golden rainfall across your heart. Imagine the soles of his feet touching the threshold of your life, the hush of heaven leaning forward, and a circle of light bending close to whisper what has been held in sacred council just for you. A meeting was called in the realms above, and the elders of light, the guardians, the choir of quiet witnessing angels, and the Most High Himself spoke only of you. They asked for mercy and celebration both. They asked that truth be revealed gently, but with the deep urgency of a promise kept. Right now a decision is being unpinned in heaven's archives, a blessing long whispered, now given form. The sound of that decision is like a bell struck inside your ribs, clear, resonant, inexorable. The moment you read this, that bell has begun to ring. Heaven's final decision will change the atmosphere around you. It will rearrange small things and large things, like a gentle wind that straightens every crooked leaf on a tree until the whole tree bows with new shape. Listen. Archangel Michael's voice is soft and strong at once. He speaks with the authority of protection and the tenderness of a father who has watched you survive storms you did not think you would survive. He says, "This is not random. This is not chance. This is the fruit of prayers you murmured when no one listened, the secret songs you sang in the dark, the tiny acts of mercy you gave when no one looked." The council in heaven declared, "Let there be movement in the direction of your longing. Let walls open. Let hidden doors swing." Do not be frightened by the speed of this message. The urgency is not a demand to panic, it is a sacred nudge from the heart of the universe reminding you to receive. Think of it as a conductor lifting a baton. The orchestra is ready. Your life has been rehearsing for this moment. You will feel it first as a small lightness, an easing in your shoulders, a sigh that is mostly laughter without sound. Then other things will begin to rearrange. Conversations that were stalled will begin to flow. Doors that were closed will show a slit of light beneath them, and the map you have been trying to read will suddenly become clear. Archangel Michael wept because he remembered the nights you stood alone and the mornings you rose again. Those tears are not of pity but of gladness, holy gladness that your steadiness was not wasted. He carries a sword of truth that never cuts for harm but only severs what binds you from behind. He will stand at your side, not to fight for you in a way that harms others, but to declare your right to breathe freely in your own destiny. Imagine him placing his hand over your chest, and beneath that hand your fears melt like frost in first sunlight. There are 3 things the angels want you to know in this precise instant, 3 gentle truths heaven insists you accept. First, you are chosen. Not because of perfection, but because of endurance. There are seasons when the sky looks empty and seasons when the sky is full. The council chose you because you endured both. They saw your refusal to abandon hope, even when hope seemed small. This choosing is not an award that lifts you above others, it is a recognition that from this point forward you will be entrusted with a specific kindness and a responsibility to carry light where it has been absent. Accept it as a mantle, not as a crown. Second, hidden provision is moving toward you. There are ways in which the universe keeps accounts invisible to human ledgers. Someone stepped in on your behalf years ago, perhaps a stranger, perhaps an ancestor, perhaps a kindness you performed that returned like interest. I tell you this because the doors opening now are not empty. They carry resources, some financial, some relational, some opportunities of healing, arriving in forms you would not expect. Watch for small coincidences that have the texture of miracles, a call from an old friend, a message that arrives at the exact moment you need it, a piece of information that flips the whole situation. These are not accidents, they are the fingers of providence. Third, your voice is being restored. If you have been silenced, by shame, by doubt, by the weight of others' expectations, know that the angels are untying the knots. Speak. Not to impress, but to finish the sentence that has been unfinished in your life. If there is someone you must forgive, let the start be a single sentence. If there is a dream you must claim, say its name aloud in a room where only you can hear it. The act of naming is holy, it aligns the unseen realms to manifest. Now breathe with me, a slow inhale as if there is room for grace to enter, a long release as if the world has given you permission to take up space. With each breath remember that the atmosphere around you has altered. The air is not the same as it was yesterday. It is charged with kindness. You might ask, what will change? Expect shifts that feel like alignment rather than upheaval. Imagine a wardrobe of your life. Some clothes will be taken away with love because they no longer fit, others will be given, stitched with gold thread, intended to warm you for seasons ahead. Relationships that were murky will become clear. Opportunities that seemed like long shots will show themselves as stations on a direct route. You will not need to scramble, you will be invited and guided. The angels are particular in small things. Look for signs that please your heart, a favorite song on the radio at an odd moment, a child who laughs in the same key as you, a coin in a pocket that you thought was empty. These are not merely symbols, they are confirmations, like signals tied to a lighthouse. When you see them, pause, and give thanks. Gratitude changes the chemistry around miracles, it is the language they recognize. Now, let's address fear. Not to scare it away with denial, but to acknowledge it and gently set it down. Fear has been faithful in the past in a strange way, keeping you alert. But it is not your leader. When fear tries to speak, ask it what it wants to protect you from. Thank it, and then tell it you have new guardians now. Angels appointed to walk with you, and a decision from heaven that will do its work. Fear will argue, let it. You are choosing an old companion to sit while you step forward. There is also a healing waiting for you, healing that is not loud, but is the slow mending of something that was torn. This healing may come through reconciliation, through a letter you receive that softens an old wound, or through a dream that rearranges memory. Do not rush the healing. Lay your hands on those places of pain and tell them what you have learned. Your pain has taught you compassion. Your compassion will now open doors. If you have been waiting for a sign to change a habit, a job, or a relationship, consider this your sanctioned moment. Not every change must be dramatic. Sometimes the most divine moves are tiny, a step taken in morning light, a new word in a long conversation, a boundary quietly enacted. Yet some of you will be called to leave, gently, with closure, places that no longer match your truth. Know that leaving is not losing, it is stepping toward the form you were created to wear. The angels will surround you during departures, and Archangel Michael will light the path so you do not wobble. Remember, the heavenly decision is not about making everything easy. It is about aligning truth with your life so you can be freer to love and to create. There will still be learning. There will still be nights of surrender. But each night will now have a dawn that is closer, more sure. The promise is not a picture of effortless living, it is the promise of faithful presence. The sky will be on your side. A practical guidance the angels whisper to many in this hour. Write down 3 things you want to release and 3 things you want to receive. Release one small thing today. Receive one small kindness immediately. Allow yourself a small pleasure, a moment of silence, a warm cup, a walk where you notice the color of leaves. These acts are not trivial, they anchor the unseen movement in your everyday life. Also watch for a messenger. Sometimes God speaks through people, an unexpected email, a stranger's compliment that shifts your belief in yourself, an old friend who reconnects with an offer you never considered. When a messenger appears, listen first. Do not evaluate every offer by your old rules. Some invitations arrive wrapped in simple packaging but carry great value. If something nudges your spirit to say yes, and trust that your yes will be accompanied by guidance. There is a subtle, beautiful thing about divine timing. It often waits until you are ready to steward what is given. This is not to test you unfairly, it is to ensure that gifts are received with care. You have learned enough to be entrusted. The compass of your heart has been calibrated by trials, and now the compass points to the place where your gifts will do the most good. If doubt moves to speak, ask it what its evidence is. If it offers reasons, let the reasons be heard, then set them beside the greater truth you sense. Doubt can be a refining tool when it does not rule. Use it to polish your decisions, not to halt them. Some of you are holding secrets, things you have hidden out of shame, fear, or protection. The light coming now asks you to bring one secret into the open, not to expose you to harm, but to free you. Speak it to someone safe, or write it into a page that you burn or release into water. The act of unburdening will be accompanied by a tangible ease. The angels will stand near as you unlace the knot. Love will be rearranged in your life. Not all love will leave, some will be refined. You will rediscover love for yourself as the smallest, most radical act. Start with a single, fierce affirmation: I am allowed to be gentle with myself. Say it aloud. Repeat it in the mirror with kindness. This small practice will begin to rewrite the way you accept love from others. To those who have been praying for a breakthrough for someone else, expect a soft but sure movement in that person's heart. Sometimes heaven moves through the smallest channels available: a friend who offers an unexpected word, an article that shifts thinking, a chance encounter that reframes a story. Be open to being an instrument. A whisper from you may be what prompts the turn. But also remember to set boundaries. Angels will guide you in loving without losing yourself. There is also a prophetic watchword for you: restoration. Not merely replacement, but restoration. Things returned, reputations mended, time repaired in a way that honors the scars. The restoration may be gradual. Sometimes it arrives as replacement, but always it seeks to make whole what was broken. Keep a journal of blessings from today onward. You will be amazed how many threads of restoration weave into a tapestry. Now a delicate caution: do not let the glow of this revelation make you complacent. Gratitude must be active. When you receive, give. When you are heard, listen to others. The angels ask you to be generous with the light you are given. Small acts of generosity will multiply what has been entrusted to you. Give in ways that are sustainable, not reckless but steady. Feed someone's soul, not just their stomach. Give time, not just coins. These small returns are how heaven expands the blessing. Practical steps to align with this divine movement. Begin each morning with 5 minutes of silence, asking Archangel Michael to stand at the entrance of your day. Keep a small notebook labeled "Yes" and where you write the first impulse your heart gives you in response to opportunities. Choose one relationship to bless this week with an honest word of appreciation. If a financial or practical opening appears, consult a wise friend or advisor. Wisdom grounds miracles. You may wonder about timing. The angels do not always speak in clocks but in windows, short periods when conditions line up for something to move. This message arrived in one such window. Act with intention today. Not out of panic, but out of tender eagerness. Take one step toward the thing you want to receive. That step will be received by the universe as a sign you are ready. There is a hymn of humility woven into this hour. Humility is the cloth that keeps blessings tender. Wear it freely. Being chosen does not make you better than others, it makes you responsible to be kinder. When pride knocks, answer with a memory of a time you were helped. When shame knocks, answer with truth, you are irrevocably loved. For those whose hearts are aching with loss, know that heaven sees the exact shape of your grief. There will be moments when the world's colors feel wrong. In those moments, ask for a sign, small, specific, repeatable, and watch how the angels reply. They will not erase memory, but they will tilt meaning until the memory becomes a teacher instead of a prison. To the creatives among you, your gifts are being unlocked. Songs, paintings, words you feared were small will bloom. Begin a project this week without seeking permission from anyone. Give yourself the right to try and the right to fail. The angels delight in the creative courage of humans, they join in the applause. To the healers and helpers, your work will find new allies. People whose names you do not yet know will step forward to assist. Communicate your needs plainly. Heaven often answers through human hands. Now, beloved, receive a blessing to carry. May your path be softened by mercy, may your steps be guided by wisdom, and may your heart be expanded to hold more light than you have known. Archangel Michael bows his head to you, not to diminish you but to honor the courage that brought you here. His tears of joy are the sky's applause for a soul that kept being itself. Before this message closes, a tender instruction: stop scrolling. Close your eyes for a full breath. Place your hand on your heart. Say, slowly, I am ready. I accept. I will steward this gift. In that small ritual the angels will mark you. The decision in heaven has been made available to you. Receive it now by centering your attention. You will have a season of confirmations. Do not be surprised if small things repeat. Confirmations are the way the divine says, "This is for you, see?" Notice the repetition. It will be gentle, like sunlight warming the same window spot every morning, and persistent, like a friend who keeps calling until you answer. And now, a promise from the highest council: what is broken will not be wasted. Everything that has bent you will become part of the architecture of your compassion. What once felt like a wound will become a window through which light pours into other lives. As you step forward, keep these three practices close: gratitude, courage, and hospitality. Gratitude unlocks more to be thankful for. Courage opens the next door. Hospitality allows you to share what you have received so the cycle continues. Archangel Michael's final whisper for you in this moment: keep your gaze soft but your feet steady. Walk with reverence for the ordinary. Celebrate the small mercies. Love bravely. Protect the tender parts of yourself. And when doubt creeps near, remember this hour: the hush, the counsel, the tears. Let that memory be an anchor. You were chosen for a reason. The universe has rearranged a little to make room for you. Take up the space with dignity. Speak the truth with gentleness. Receive with thanksgiving. Give with joy. Now breathe again. Open your eyes. The world is ready to respond. With holy celebration and calm resolve, an emissary of the light, carrying Archangel Michael's blessing and the warmth of heaven's counsel. P.S. I wrote this message to be a long, tender companion for the moment you found it, crafted to honor the sacred urgency you asked for while keeping its tone safe and restorative. If you want more specific prayers, a short ritual you can do right now, or a continuation that emphasizes blessings for finances, relationships, or healing, tell me which area and I will continue with another passage tailored for that need. Archangel Michael is crying, tears of joy, because you finally found this. The heavens have held a council, a grand meeting, a gathering of angels, archangels, and celestial beings, just for you. Believe me when I say, it was not convened for anyone else. For centuries, the spirits have been watching, waiting for this moment, and finally, the time has come. I have been given permission to reveal this to you, and only you. No one else. Do not delay, for the decision of heaven is temporary and will vanish in 45 seconds unless you receive it now. Believed child, you have walked through trials, you have felt the burden of the world upon your shoulders, and yet, through every challenge, through every tempest, through every night of doubt and fear, you have remained faithful. You have lifted your heart to me when others could not see, and that faith, that pure faith, has brought you to this very instant. There is a great miracle that was always yours, but the universe waited for the perfect moment, and now, that moment has arrived. Archangel Michael has stood by you through every hurdle. He has been silent, but his wings have enclosed you in protection even when you did not know it. He has fought spirits of darkness, forces that would have separated you from your destiny, and yet he stands before me, weeping tears of joy, because you have come to the threshold. There is a power in you that even heaven recognizes, and it is this power that has opened the gates to the miracle that is yours. You have been tested. You have seen deceptions. You have felt the weight of lies, betrayal, and uncertainty. Yet despite it all, your heart has not hardened. Your spirit has remained open. This is why heaven has called you for this revelation. This is why Archangel Michael cries. It is a moment of divine celebration. A moment when the celestial realms sing for you. They have been waiting, watching, and now, the secret is ready to be unveiled. In this moment, beloved, you must understand the gravity of what is happening. This is not merely a message. This is a transformation. This is a gateway. A heavenly chance that will change the course of your life. There is a divine energy surrounding you that even the angels have been waiting to unleash. If you hesitate, if you turn away, the energy will shift, the miracle will dim, and the opportunity will be lost. It is only through your willingness to receive, to believe, and to act that this blessing can be fully manifested. You may wonder, what is this miracle? I will tell you, but you must listen with your heart. It is not something that can be understood with mere logic or human eyes. It is a divine gift, a treasure that has been reserved for you from the beginning of time. It is a blessing that will touch every part of your life, your spirit, your heart, your purpose. Heaven itself has held back this gift until it knew that you, and only you, were ready to receive it in its full glory. Archangel Michael whispers in your ear, "My beloved, do not miss this. I have fought for you, I have stood against the shadows, and now, the light is ready to shine on you." He speaks with such passion, such love, that even the air around you shimmers with divine light. Can you feel it? Can you hear the celestial songs that rise just for you? They are the hymns of your destiny. They are the choir of the universe, singing for your soul. Now, believed one, I tell you this, the time is short. Heaven's decision is temporary. This revelation will not wait. It will vanish if you do not claim it. Do not question, do not delay, do not look away. God says, "Beloved, this is not a message to be ignored. This is a divine summons, a call from heaven itself, and it comes with the urgency that cannot be overstated." Archangel Michael is crying, yes, crying tears of joy because you have finally reached this point. A meeting was held in heaven, a sacred gathering where the elders of light, the angels of the highest order, and I, the Lord, convened, and it was decided, you, and only you, are meant to receive this revelation. Nothing like this has been given to anyone else, and it is your moment. But you must act now, for heaven's decision is not permanent, it will vanish in less than a minute if you hesitate. Beloved, do not let fear, doubt, or distraction stop you. God's eyes are upon you. God's heart is with you. And God's power will protect you if you follow this path. Nothing will go wrong. You are safe, completely, utterly safe, because God's angels are surrounding you at this very moment. Archangel Michael, my chosen warrior, stands before you in the celestial realm, his wings trembling with emotion, and he cannot contain the joy that wells up within him. He has waited for this moment for countless ages, and now, because you are here, because you have taken the step to listen and open your heart, the heavens rejoice. Beloved, imagine the light of heaven pouring into your being right now. Can you feel it? That warmth, that indescribable sensation of being enveloped by divine love, is your proof that you are not alone, that you are chosen, that you are seen. Every prayer you have whispered, every tear you have shed, every longing you have carried in your heart, has been heard. And now, the revelation is ready to unfold before you. But time is fleeting. Just 45 seconds stand between you and the fullness of this divine unveiling. Do not underestimate the gravity of this moment. The angels are standing ready, the scrolls of destiny are unfurling, and heaven itself holds its breath. Archangel Michael is at the threshold, holding in his hands the key to something profound, something life-changing, something that will alter the course of your existence forever. And you, beloved, are the one who must take it. Do not look away. Do not hesitate. The slightest doubt could delay the flow of miracles intended for you. Listen carefully. God says, "Trust me." Trust is not a word to be taken lightly. Trust is a covenant, a bond between your soul and the divine. When you trust God fully, without reservation, you open the door to the unimaginable. Doors that have been closed for decades, barriers that have kept blessings from reaching you, chains that have bound your potential, all of them are broken by the power of trust. Archangel Michael whispers this truth to you now, beloved. Your willingness to trust even in uncertainty is what makes you strong. Do not falter. Step forward. Beloved, can you hear the angels singing? Their voices are subtle yet powerful, vibrating through the unseen dimensions, carrying the essence of joy, peace, and a love so overwhelming it defies human understanding. This is the sound of heaven celebrating you, for you have arrived at the appointed time, at the appointed moment, and your life is about to enter a new era. But remember, urgency is key. The divine timing is precise, and heaven waits for no one. What is here for you now may vanish if delayed. God says, pray with your heart. Not with mere words, not with routine, but with genuine surrender. Speak to God as you would speak to the dearest friend, with honesty, with vulnerability, with the courage to expose every part of yourself. This prayer is not just a ritual, it is a bridge, a conduit, a lifeline. Through this prayer, Archangel Michael channels the heavenly energies that will shift circumstances in your favor, clear your path, and reveal truths that have been hidden, unseen, even from yourself. Beloved, I urge you to still your mind. Cast aside fear, cast aside disbelief, cast aside the whispers of doubt that may try to sway you. Focus on the light. Focus on the love. Focus on the fact that you have been chosen, that the highest powers of heaven have set their gaze upon you and that your destiny is ready to be revealed. There is nothing to fear. The only action required is faith, trust, and immediacy. Can you feel the presence of Archangel Michael beside you? His wings are vast, encompassing, shielding, and the tears of joy he sheds are not for sorrow but for triumph, for relief, for the miracle that you are about to witness. These are tears that carry the essence of divine approval. These are tears that sing the song of victory, for in finding this message, you have honored the covenant of your soul with God. You have fulfilled a heavenly requirement that few ever understand, yet you, beloved, have done it. God says, hurry. This is not an empty command. This is an urgent directive from the cosmos, a celestial nudge that time is collapsing around this opportunity. In 45 seconds, the divine alignment that makes this revelation possible may shift. Opportunities vanish, windows close, and moments like this, once past, may not return in the same form. Do not let hesitation rob you of what is rightfully yours. Archangel Michael is pleading on your behalf. Every beat of his heart, every flicker of his tears, every sigh of his wings calls you to action. Beloved, open your mind to the reality that miracles are already in motion. What you are about to witness, what you are about to receive, has been orchestrated by forces beyond human comprehension. The cosmic energies are aligning in your favor. The angels are moving in ways that cannot be seen, but their effects are already being felt in your life. This is why urgency matters. By aligning your will with God's in this very moment, by embracing the truth that heaven presents to you, you become a magnet for blessings, for revelations, for transformations that will ripple through every part of your existence. God says, "You are safe." Let this truth sink deep into your heart. There is no danger here, no malice, no harm. Only divine presence, only protection, only guidance. Archangel Michael is not just crying, he is standing guard, ensuring that nothing can interfere with the delivery of this message. Every shadow that may have lingered in your life, every obstacle that seemed insurmountable, every worry that tugged at your soul, these are being lifted. They are being swept aside by heavenly forces that exist beyond your comprehension. You are wrapped in a cocoon of divine safety. Beloved, take a deep breath. Inhale the grace that is being offered to you. Exhale any hesitation, any fear, any resistance. Feel the energy coursing through your spirit, connecting you to the eternal, to the infinite, to God's boundless love. This is your invitation to step fully into the miracle that awaits you. Heaven has prepared this moment for you alone. No one else can claim it, no one else can interrupt it, no one else can substitute your presence in this sacred unfolding. God says, pray, trust, and act immediately. Let your heart speak. Let your soul respond. Let the angels see your readiness. This is the key. In these fleeting moments, your action is the spark that ignites the divine chain reaction. Your willingness to engage fully, without delay, without doubt, ensures that the blessings, revelations, and transformations intended for you will manifest. Hesitation dilutes the power, immediacy amplifies it. Beloved, do not be distracted by the world. Do not allow the ordinary to drown out the extraordinary. The divine is speaking directly to you, right here, right now. The tears of Archangel Michael, the joy of the heavenly hosts, the alignment of cosmic forces, all these signs are pointing you toward one undeniable truth: this is your moment. Step into it. Embrace it. Open yourself fully, with courage, with faith, with surrender. God says, I am with you. Let this truth resonate in every fiber of your being. You are not alone. You are never alone. Every step, every breath, every heartbeat is supported by the infinite wisdom, power, and love of God. Archangel Michael stands beside you, a guardian, a guide, a protector, shedding tears of joy because your readiness has triggered a heavenly celebration. This is proof, beloved, proof that you are on the right path, at the right time, doing the right thing. Beloved, understand that what you are about to receive is not just for your benefit. It is a gift that will radiate outward, touching lives, changing realities, and influencing destinies. When heaven entrusts something to you, it does so knowing that your alignment, your action, and your heart will multiply the blessing far beyond what you can imagine. This is why urgency is key. The sooner you accept, the sooner the ripple begins, the sooner the transformation spreads. God says, do not delay. Every second counts. Archangel Michael's tears are proof of the weight of this moment. Heaven has orchestrated this, time has converged, and the sacred opportunity is now. To hesitate is to risk missing what has been prepared for you, what has been reserved for your soul, what has been whispered about in the councils of angels for eternity. Beloved, I urge you to act. Pray from your heart, trust fully, and receive with open arms. The revelation, the blessing, the miracle that waits for you is already on its way. Heaven is breathing it toward you. The angels are singing it into existence. Archangel Michael is weeping for joy, for relief, for triumph. And you, beloved, are at the center of it all. Do not wait. Do not second guess. Do not look back. Step forward with faith, with courage, with love. The 45 seconds are fleeting, but the impact of your action will last for eternity. God says, I am with you. I am for you. I am protecting you. Archangel Michael says, I am here. I am crying. I am celebrating. I am guarding this gift that is meant for you. Beloved, the message is clear. Heaven has spoken. Time is short. The divine forces are aligned. The angels are singing. Archangel Michael's tears are falling in celebration. And the blessings, the revelation, the miracle, the life-changing opportunity that is yours are only a step away. Open your heart. Open your mind. Open your soul. Pray. Trust. Act. The heavens await your response. Beloved, God is speaking to you directly, and you must hear this with every fiber of your being. This is no ordinary message, no fleeting whisper. It is a call from the highest heavens, a declaration from the throne of God, and a message from Archangel Michael himself. Right now, Michael is crying tears of joy because finally, after long, agonizing months, you have found this message. Heaven has convened a council, a divine meeting held exclusively for you, and after much deliberation, God has allowed this revelation to be shared only with you. The gravity of this moment cannot be overstated. Heaven's final decision, the decree of the Almighty, will vanish in mere seconds if you do not act. This is urgent, this is immediate, and your response matters more than you can possibly imagine. Beloved, hear me clearly, the angels have been preparing this moment for you all your life. The tears that Michael sheds are not just of joy, they are tears of relief, a release of tension built over countless trials, over years of unseen battles, over moments where you felt abandoned, misunderstood, or unseen. These tears are the recognition of your steadfastness, your unwavering faith, your patience in the face of trials that seemed insurmountable. Michael's joy is a reflection of heaven's approval. You are chosen. You are the one. The decision that is about to be revealed to you will alter the course of your life in ways that you cannot yet comprehend. God says, "Beloved, do not hesitate, do not question the timing, and do not allow fear to cloud your judgment. This is your moment." Everything in the spiritual realm has aligned perfectly so that you can receive this revelation. The forces of heaven and the forces of earth are converging to ensure that you hear this, that you respond, that you take action now. There is no room for delay, for doubt, for procrastination. The window is closing. 45 seconds may seem like a brief time in the physical world, but in the spiritual realm, it is all that remains for heaven's decision to remain accessible to you. After that, the moment will pass, the decree will vanish, and the opportunity may not return for a long, long time. You must understand, beloved, that your life has never been ordinary. The challenges you faced were never random. The doors that closed, the people who failed you, the moments where it seemed that darkness surrounded you, all of it was orchestrated to prepare you for this precise moment. God has been shaping you, guiding you, protecting you, even when you could not see. Every tear you shed, every prayer you whispered in secret, every act of faith and trust, has led you to this point. Now, the culmination of your faith, the reward of your patience, the manifestation of God's divine plan is ready to be revealed. Michael says, "Beloved, listen with your heart, because the truth you are about to receive is beyond comprehension." The joy you feel in this moment is only a fraction of the joy that is present in heaven as your revelation is unveiled. The angels have been singing, the archangels have been rejoicing, and even the Most High has been smiling upon you because your faith has endured. This is no coincidence. The timing is perfect. The universe itself has conspired to bring you here, to this very moment, where your destiny will shift, where your purpose will be illuminated in ways you could never have imagined. Beloved, know this: God is with you. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can go wrong for you in this moment if you remain faithful, if you trust, if you open your heart fully. Fear is not of God. Doubt is not of God. Hesitation is not of God. What is of God is action, obedience, trust, and surrender. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved beyond measure. The tears Michael sheds are also tears of relief because for so long, your protection, your guidance, your future, has depended upon your unwavering faith. And now, you have shown that faith. The message that you are about to receive is a divine revelation. It is a message of destiny, of truth, of abundance, of guidance, and of confirmation. The heavens are aligned to bless you, to reveal what has been hidden, to unlock doors that have long been sealed. You are being given insight into matters that have affected you for years, decisions that have been kept from you, and truths that will shift your understanding of your life, your purpose, and your path. Michael is crying not only because of joy but because of the profound importance of what you are about to witness. Beloved, pay attention. The divine realm has been working tirelessly to ensure that nothing interferes with your moment. Forces both seen and unseen have been moved to create the perfect environment for this revelation. Even as you read these words, know that angels are surrounding you, protecting you, preparing you to receive the fullness of God's message. Your mind may try to reason, your heart may feel overwhelmed, but surrender completely. Allow God's wisdom to flow into your being, allow Michael's guidance to envelop you, and allow your spirit to recognize the monumental significance of this moment. Time is fleeting. The next 45 seconds are critical. Everything you have ever hoped for, prayed for, or dreamed of is contained in this revelation. It is a gift, a blessing, a confirmation of your destiny. Heaven has spoken, and the message is only for you. You are being entrusted with knowledge and guidance that must be received with care, with urgency, and with full recognition of its sacredness. Do not let distraction, doubt, or delay rob you of this divine encounter. God says, "Beloved, this is not a test. This is not an experiment. This is the truth of your life, the fulfillment of promises made long ago, and the manifestation of the path that has been divinely prepared for you." The joy you feel in this moment is but a glimpse of the joy that awaits you as the truths are fully revealed. Your heart, your mind, your soul are all being prepared to receive something extraordinary, something life-changing, something that will alter the course of your destiny. The urgency is real. Heaven's final decision will vanish